I'd like to look at our partnership as a story of friendship. And it's a friendship that Mark and I have nurtured for, I think, maybe 6, 7 years, long distance, online, never really even met each other. And I think that we held a common soul intention. And that's really what brought us together. So while I have been working in this space of working alongside leaders, I would say to awaken their purpose, presence, potential through coaching them, Mark, at being at full potential, he has devoted his life, I would say, in supporting the evolution of organizations as well as individuals. But what struck me about his work is the powerful frameworks and the models that invite institutions to become more conscious, more value led, and more alive. And so it just seemed like we were in two different continents, walking parallel paths. And it was just waiting for us to have this quiet recognition amongst ourselves and in some way decide to move forward together. And as we decided to move forward, it wasn't a strategic decision for the organization, nor was it some, great thought through plan. It was just this felt sense of great trust, resonance, readiness to serve. And so we said, okay, let's just do this together. And so it was a coming together of our vision, shared visions, and shared commitment to build soulful organizations. And when there is this field of intentionality that is sacred, as I see it, and that is special, magic happens. And so we, were able to bring together other soulful, kindred spirits, like minded people like Nidhi, Ruchira, Priyanka, Natasha, and now Rajat, each one choosing to step in and bring their whole selves with this great sense of commitment, deep love, in the spirit of service, collaboration, and each one deciding to answer a call that they were called to, but was also recognizing that it was much larger than themselves. And I think that as much as we are offering these soulful organizations the invitation to walk alongside other organizations, we are in our own way building our own soulful organizations. And that's the great joy of it. That's the beauty of it. And it's so much fun.
This partnership between back to source and being at full potential so special. And for me, it's also the practice. So there is this overarching idea, soulful organizations, we want to bring this out, but the first thing is to be able to live it ourselves. And I do fully feel that that's the journey that we're on, is to put into practice all these beautiful things that we talk about, all these beautiful things about seeing each other in our wholeness and holding a space of abundance and meeting each other in love and all of that, to really practice it and to really experience, how does it actually work? How does it lead to results? How does it lead to this incredible impact that a soulful organization can have? And the more that we put it in practice ourselves, the more we come to see the benefits of it, the more strongly we can also stand behind it and show up with our clients in our workshops with this full 100% trust and belief that this is really the way forward. And so I want to share something else that I think is very important about how this came about. And it is also very important to soulful organizations, is that it takes time. It takes time and it has its own timeline. And that is very different than the way we've been conditioned to think about building an organization. We want results, we want it fast, and we want it now. And I do believe that soulful organizations have their own timeline. And it's important for us to sink into that timeline. Because when I first met Amrita, probably 6, 7 years ago now, there was already this intuitive voice within me. And also within Amrita, I believe that there was something here, something special, and some potential there. And I am somebody who is quite, I like, when I feel something, I want to move quite quickly. And there were moments where I wanted to make something happen before it was ready to happen. And what I love about Amrita is you have this very strong connection to when and how things get manifested. And so allowing for that space and that time was really a great practice for me. And what I also love is that when that time was right, the level of clarity that you had that the time was right was amazing. And from then on, I'm just in awe of how much flow that we've experienced and how things feel like they are accelerating. And so I think that is really important that a soulful organization can feel like it's going slowly in reference to, what we're expecting and what we would maybe like it to be. But then once it gets ignited, the speed at which it can accelerate and start to flow is also incredible. So slowing down in order to go further, to go faster, I think that's a really important aspect of living into a soulful organization. It has its own timeline, and we need to pay attention to what is that timeline, but also be able to say yes at the right moments, right? And to trust and to lean in when the time is to lean in. And so there's so many things that I could say about this, but those are some of the most important ones. And just the joy that comes with these types of collaborations, partnerships, spiritual alignments. It's just filled with tremendous joy.